So I know when people inquire about a property, and I know you kind of switch. That's not the intro that we have
No.
for new leads. Just use the same intro, except optimize that address in there. Hey, I see here you requested information about, excuse me, guys, 123 Elm Street. Just wanted to thank you for that. I see here you was possibly wanting to go see it. Can you help me understand your situation? Just kind of just optimize that showing request into that intro, because you're already subconsciously getting this intro down, and then when you're trying to have to switch it up, don't really switch it up. Just echo the address in that intro a little bit, and then you'll sound confident and all that. Last week we kind of had this same call where somebody already had a showing set up with the agent, and then we pivoted to if we're already working with an agent. And then I asked you, like, let's try to figure out, differentiate the two, because we can still go for the business if they haven't signed agency. Don't lump them both together, the questions both together. So you said, are you working with an agent or have you signed agency? Because there was some dead space there. Like, let her answer yes or no, because it's an open-ended question. Then we could pivot to that next question, kind of off of what she said. So it's like, great, you're working. It sounds like you're possibly working with another agent. Is that correct? And then you'd be like, oh, have they said? And then don't say agency. It goes back to those industry words. I don't want to say pre-approval and lending. I want to add value through that. And then so instead of saying did you sign an agreement, you can follow up with that after this question. Did they sit down with you and explain the whole home buying process? And are they looking after your fiduciary responsibility? Just something like where you sound totally different versus if you're kind of just going in for the kill. Well, did they sign agency? If so, great, have a nice life. If not, then we could talk, right? Like,
Okay.
And so if you're able to be like, well, did they sit? So we come from that empathy, right? Did they sit? Well, by chance, have they sit down with you and explain the home process yet to you? And are they going to be looking after your fiduciary responsibility? And off no or yes, then what I want us to do off of, so it was no, and we got our no there, so we're still looking for no. I know Nick does this a lot, right? And it's kind of like the fallback. I want to show you how our team is different and what we can do different. And so you want to get into compare and contrast and try to compete with the other agent or brokerage, because nothing is signed and nothing is dotted yet. But I want us to like still think in terms of, that's kind of an agent mindset. I still want us to think in terms of value of the client care center. So still vet out the LP mama. So we know that they're going to meet another agent. They haven't signed agency. So there's no reason for us to panic right now. And then we could simply pivot to something like, okay, so it looks like you're looking at a couple of properties. You registered to look at this one at 123 Elm Street. Is that the only area you're looking into? And then get into LP mama. And you know what I want to look for is those pain points, because that's going to make her actually sit down with your team and meet an agent, is resolving pain points, avoiding them, or helping her achieve what she's looking to achieve with her timeline, time frame, and all that stuff, versus what your team does differently. Because nobody cares about features and benefits. I mean, that's what most people are selling, and that's kind of just like a byproduct to you helping them solve the problem. Like people getting our Home Buyer Advantage program with the 10 things in it, and the worry-free listing program is a byproduct to us helping them achieve what they're looking for. And so I would still just go through and customize her account and vet out the alerts and try to still figure out her pain point, so we can use it to our advantage to get her to take action towards our team. So it will give us an opportunity to then show her how our team is different and what we could do differently in comparison to ABC agent. Once you really get good at that, Tony, here's what I end up doing. I even ask them for a promise. So once I figure out their pain, and if their pain and that threshold is big enough, I'll be like, I don't really know enough about your situation, but it sounds like you're relocating or you're going through a divorce or whatever. And I know you're going to go look at them homes, but one of the things we specialize in is helping people just like yourself, right? I would hit her with that closing paragraph and then say, now promise me that you won't sign anything until we can sit down with you to show you what we could do differently to help you solve XYZ issue. And then most people will be like, yeah, I wasn't going to sign anything anyways. I don't trust realtors. And then the truth will come out or something like that. But I want to just start kind of framing those conversations because it seemed like we've heard 2 or 3 of them in the last weekend. And they meeting an agent, somebody beat you to it, and we're kind of like, oh, what's next, right? So, anyways, those are just some thoughts with that. So,
okay, perfect. Okay, so this next one is another Realtor.com lead. So let's see if we can get that on the phone.
I can't remember. I killed.
Hit record. Hit record. There's some good nuggets.
You have reached the voicemail box. You have reached the voicemail box of 72.
What's up? Dustin finally jumped on. Good morning, Dustin. Had a little round table talk. I was hoping you would have jumped in this morning before we kicked off, but good morning.
Got Randy Dandy jumping on here.
The Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed.
Good morning, Randy.
Welcome
Randy's
to
got like
Verizon
my.
Wireless.
I love Randy's energy. He's got my type of energy. Man, we're gonna have to get Jade like some no bite nail polish or something. Man. She ain't even started making calls yet, and she's nervous.
Just do it.
Elise said, "Do you include those second dials in your tracker?" Yeah, without a doubt.
Oh,
You're
we
having
are
to spend
supposed to?
Yeah, if you double dial, I want you to track in your the double dial because it's 2 dials. You're having to spend labor and energy and effort and all that stuff.
Okay, we have not been, so I will tell Nick that we need to do that.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't care either way. I tracked the double dials until I understood what the ratio was with the second contact, if it was worth it or not. Once I figured out it was worth it, they stopped tracking it as well. So I guess you could do whatever you want. I mean, but I was dialing like 10,000 dials with single dials out of the call center, and you also want that target to be pure. So I mean, it's up to you guys.
Well, for us, all new leads, we double dial all new leads. So, and it has made a big difference. I mean, you guys just heard that she answered on the second ring or the second call. So it definitely has made a difference for us.
Yeah. Curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah.
I'm like green eggs and ham today.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Yeah, at least just double dial, but don't track it so I can get a pure snapshot.
Okay.
Lamar. Jade said she has a problem. Or some no nail bite.
Huh.
Your call has
Dang
been
it.
forwarded to an automatic voice.
Getting called out this morning. Where's Carly at? Is she not here, Marv? I see she's
No, she's
absent.
on.
Oh, she's on. Good morning, Carly.
Morning, Adam.
Okay, so now I'm into the calls from yesterday because we only had a few new leads come in. So these are the ones that I'm going to be leaving messages on.
Since they're hand dialing, we covered a new pre-recorded message to drop, guys. Hopefully you put it out.
Yeah, I'd like to have you send me that script. That would be great.
And me.
And me.
Hello?
Christy, hi, this is Tony with Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could
Is there
learn a
any
little
way
bit
I
more
can
about
cancel or unsubscribe? Because I've gotten so many calls and emails and texts, and please don't contact me anymore, please. You can remove me from the list.
I apologize. I
interested in
did
any of
have
your
somebody that
services.
registered
Thank
with
you.
this number that said that they were looking for a home. Okay.
So the only thing I got for that one is, hey, do you want me to show you how to get removed from this list?
You need to buy a home. That's how you're going to get removed.
Exactly. You need to buy one of these beautiful homes you're looking at. Nah, I'm just.
Can you email us that list too? That
What?
drop email script.
Yeah, I'll put it together. I'll have it for us next week because I just got it scribbled on a piece of paper here. I'll type it out, and then I'll probably type it out tonight or whatever. It's just guy just gave it to me. I talked about it yesterday, the pre-recorded voicemail, and then I'll just drop it in the chat box for everybody. It shows up tomorrow, and I'll drop it
Verizon
next
Wireless. The
Wednesday.
number you dialed.
I sent you an email for a reminder.
Yeah. Kathy with an eye sinking in with us this morning. Good morning, Kathy. Courtney, where's John at? John take off today?
Oh, this is weird. This is that same gal that I called. Hold on one sec. Let me figure out where we're at.
Okay.
Right. That is weird.
Probably why she got so many calls and texts.
Yeah, no, that was a different girl.
Same name?
No, the other girl was the girl that we spoke to that got mad was Christy.
Okay.
I must have went backwards instead of forwards, so sorry.
Hello, this is Ron, Dad, or Grandpa. Please leave a message. Thanks.
So, oh, dang, I forgot to leave a message. I'm going to call him back again and leave a message this time. Sorry.
Maybe you'll pick up.
Yeah, I'm used to just double dialing and hanging up.
Hello, this is Ron,
Ron?
Dad, or Grandpa. Please leave a message.
You
Thanks.
got
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Ron. This is Tony from Peak Properties. I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704. And I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. You got me on that one, Adam.
It sounded like he really answered, and then the voicemail picks up at the same time.
Okay, so this one yesterday when I called, this voicemail leads to Mark. So, and her name, or this person's name is Owen. So I don't know if it's the same person or not. Somebody's pouring something.
Okay, getting some water. Sorry, I'll mute myself.
This is Mark, and I'm not able to take your call right now. Please leave your name and number, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Hi, Mark. This is Tony from Peak Properties. I am trying to reach Owen Fine, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. Somebody registered with this number looking for some homes in the Denver area. So if you can call me and let me know if I have the correct number, that would be great. My number is 720-458-1704. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks. This one, the number is not in service.
The number you have reached is not in service. This is a recording. The number you have reached.
We still try to call it a couple days because sometimes weird things happen. We've had some that, I don't know, every now and then weird things happen with numbers.
You have reached Richard Padilla with Pure Electronic Cigarettes and Apache Distribution. Please leave me a detailed message, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Richard. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704. And I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. She hung up on us yesterday. This one.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 720-519-8443 is not available. At the tone, Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Rosa. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I know you were talking to Nick yesterday and got disconnected. I just wanted to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if we could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give us a call back at 720-458-1704. And hope you're having a great day. Thanks. I think she tried calling back, but hung up right away when she realized who it was.
No love. It's the holiday season. Come on.
Okay. This one, she hung up on me yesterday. Let's see what she does today. I called her from my number yesterday. Now we're calling her from Nick's.
Please leave your message for 720-988-5994.
Hi, Miranda. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704. And I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Oh, I think I already left a message for this one yesterday. Should have been moved, but I'll leave another one.
What was that message, Sal?
I don't know. That's weird.
Is that on your end?
Yeah, it's on my end. It was weird. Sometimes that's what it
Nick's
does. Central.
Nick's got all types of weird dinging and binging going on at his desk when we're prospecting. He got that outer space one and
The
the alarm.
You can see this, but we have a phone right here on the wall. Can you guys see this?
A little higher.
Okay, there's a phone on the wall. And somehow Derek, who is our guru, he hooked it up to anytime we have new leads that come in, it will ding or it will ring like a cash register. So when we're sitting here making calls, we'll know if a call, if somebody just registered on the site. And if they do, then we pop over to the brand new one. And our plan is speed to lead. And the one that we talked to this morning that had already set up an appointment with another agent, she came in last night around 6:15. Had we picked up that call right away, we probably would have got her before somebody else because we usually pick them up between 1 and 3 minutes max. So all these people basically came in last night. So we ended up missing out on that one because we didn't get it right away.
That's legit.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to log him out because I need to move over to Colorado Springs. And for some reason, his wasn't letting me go into Colorado Springs.
Maybe Alex didn't tell him since when he gets back from vacation, he's no longer with the team. Deleted his password.
Yeah. He's going to be out selling. That's what he's going to do. Okay, so I'm going to start in Colorado Springs. We have 2 different platforms here for any new people. We have a Denver platform, which covers 2 to 3 MLSs, and then we have a Colorado Springs platform, which is just the Colorado Springs, Manitou Springs area. So we're going to start making calls on this one right now. And unfortunately, sometimes these kind of go to the wayside. They're sometimes we forget to call them right away because we're doing other stuff. Okay, so this one's brand new, so I'm going to double dial, even though it's busy. I can't spell today, can I?
It's all good.
And we don't have a template set up. Oh no, I do. I have a template set up on mine, so Nick does not on his. If you guys have Boomtown set up your templates, makes it fast and easy.
Hi, I'm not available right now, but please leave your name and number and any message at the beep. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Rebecca. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704, and hope you're having a great day. Thanks.
What are the templates for?
The templates are for, what we do is double dial and then we send them a quick text message. So I have templates for my text messages.
Okay.
You have reached the voicemail box of 73462400939. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Kelly. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. So once we double dial them, send a quick text message, and then the next day or that afternoon we follow up with a voicemail, then we move them over to qualify. And then we make calls 3 days on, 2 days off. Or 3 days on, 1 day off, I'm sorry.
Hello?
Leah, hi, this is Tony from Peak Properties. I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation.
Okay. Well, my husband and I, we were just looking, and we had seen the property on there, so we were looking for the address, actually, because we wanted to do drive-by, because we live out here in Peyton already.
Okay.
But neither one of us have very good credit.
Okay. Have you already been working with a credit specialist?
No.
Okay. Well, what is your time frame that you're looking at? You know, how soon would you like to be in your new home? Oh, hello? Oh, she hung up on me. Sorry, I was going to kind of pivot. I didn't know which direction, if I should have went straight into credit or if I should have just continued going through LP Mama. What do you think, Adam?
Yeah, so I want to use a reverse in that situation. And what that means is when she said that she didn't have good credit, you know, we let in with, oh, have you been working with a specialist? I mean, that question is okay, but I would have been like, oh, how did you find out your credit score? What is your credit score? like actually like let's slow down and talk about that yet before we move on to the credit specialist. So, you know, a reversing question would have been like, well, okay, no problem. We deal with people with low credit and end up offering programs to them all the time. What is her credit score? You know, because she's probably embarrassed of it. And so that's why I try to frame the conversation like, no problem. We work with people just like you all the time. However, what is your credit score? What's your definition of bad? You know, I bought a credit score, and my credit score was, I don't know, 780 or something like that. And I was trying to get it over 800 to get that, right? So so trying to identify what her definition of bad was or is, and ask her how she got that information. It could be a faulty third-party person she's getting it from, not an actual expert with some counseling. So once we understood that, then we could offer the solution, which would be your credit specialist that you're used to pitching. And we went straight for, hey, tell us if you're working with somebody. But I mean, it's still okay, you know, moving over to that. I just want to reverse right back into how she discovered that information, where she got it from, what it currently is. Does she understand what her debt to income ratio is? Before I bring up credit specialists or a lender or anything like that, I'm going to try to position myself as the expert as much as possible in terms of, do you have a current plan in place? Or I would ask her, you're working with somebody to position you to purchase? Just some reversing statements like that or questions.
Okay.
When I want to use a reverse right there, I want it to be an open-ended question that makes her elaborate. In most D personalities, we tend to like to use closed-ended questions, which a closed-ended question elicits a yes or a no because we want to take them down a path to be able to tee them up for something later, right?
Right.
And so that's kind of what you were doing, but she wasn't ready for that. She wasn't ready to go down that path yet. And so I would use some reversing with open-ended questions in that moment. And then it would have allowed her or forced her to actually explain herself or elaborate a little more.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Hello?
Nasima, hi, this is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation.
Okay, honey, I just went there to see. I'm sorry for that, but I can, now I'm just sleeping, okay?
Okay. Okay. If I could just ask you a really quick question, how soon did you want to purchase land in the Colorado Springs area?
Okay, so I don't know. I have a home there, and I live in Parker. I don't have the cash. I'm trying to get a loan. I have some business cash. Okay, so it's not now. I can land that's my home. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.
Okay. Okay, so the Parker, where she's at in Parker is a completely different platform, but she did sign up on the Colorado Springs platform. So she's looking for land. The maximum price that she had originally put in was $70,000.
It seems like a lot of people are looking for land out there. Is it like a lot of green out there? It's getting developed, or I mean, a lot of people are looking for land out there.
Yeah, and you know there is some low price land. Depends on what area you're going to, but yeah, she's probably going to be able to find something not in Colorado Springs, but outside of the area.
Oh, gotcha.
That's
Guys,
right.
hopefully when you're hearing me give Tony feedback, you're writing down the example that she was also experiencing, and then some of my bulletin points or thoughts with that, because there's only about 30 scenarios that we're going to continuously run into. It's just how we handle those. So hopefully you guys also are taking some notes. Tony's over here like, man, it's so much easier being the Monday morning quarterback after the fact.
That was weird. I don't know what the deal was with that.
Man, our contacts were good, and all the way up until this week, we were on fire. Jeanette, you can type in the chat box, but are you working from home today, or do you always get to work from home? You're muted, but they're all on mute, I guess. You here? No, it's ringing.
Yeah, I pretty.
Had to mute you.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 30455020053 is not available.
Hi, Shannon. This is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up to say thank you so much for registering on our site. And I wanted to see if I could learn a little bit more about your situation. If you get a minute, you can give me a call back. My number is 720-458-1704. And I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Okay, so this next lead, Dustin, there was a text conversation that was going on because Nick talked to her or this person yesterday. They got disconnected, and then we only got one response, was said that they would like to be in their new home by April. Oh, I'm sorry, this was me that was talking to him. So I'm going to call and see if I can get him back on the phone.
Yeah, so we teach a lot of that magic wand technique. You heard her or saw her send that off in a text message a couple of times. I love it. So those are the type of answers you're looking for. So now we're going to need to, so when we follow up with him, great. Appreciate you responding to my text. Real quick, we just needed to know what needs to happen between now and April. And then hopefully we'll talk about it. We can offer some solutions and build that rapport and go from there.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 70666271169 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Dustin, hi, this is Tony from Peak Properties. Hey, I'm just following up. I know we were talking to you yesterday and we got disconnected. And we were asking you how soon you'd like to be in your new home, and you were telling us April. If you get a minute, I'd like to learn a little bit more about your situation. If you can call me, my number is 720-458-1704, and I hope you're having a great day. Thanks. Okay, so that's the end of my calls. So if you want to just do a little bit of training with these guys. Unless you want me to go on to the triple dialer, I can do that, whatever you prefer.
No, we'll take some answers here or some questions. Normally, we don't have a lot of downtime on our 90-minute session because normally we're doing a lot more conversations. But I'll open it up for some questions here since it's a little slower this week. Let's see how much time we got. I still got you share my screen here. All right, so we have about 20 minutes here. I'll open it up, take a few questions, see where we're at. Got about 17 people on here now, but any of you guys have any questions? Hopefully, Jeanette, you kind of look like you're taking a lot of notes over there.
Yeah.
You'll learn a lot here with us. So, any questions off of what you heard? Most people when they first come in, they want to ask why situation because they're accustomed to doing what everybody else is doing, and it's a very passive way. Is how's your home search going? How's the website? All that stuff, and they're registering on other websites, and I really don't care if they have questions about a house or how their home search is going, because they all have a reason, an emotional reason of why they're looking, you know, to upsize, downsize. There's pleasure or pain there. And so we want to try to get to whatever their situation is. And then if we can meet them where they're at, help them through that process with one of our unique value propositions, or being a specialist and helping them resolve or achieve whatever they're looking to do. That's why we hit them with situation right with the intro. There's a pattern interrupt in there. And so that intro, there's two things we can't mess up. It's word for word intros on all the different lead sources. And then the optimized close. LP Mama, you've heard me say that a couple of times. It's location, price, you know, checking their motivation without saying motivation. If they're working with an agent, cash, going to need cash for a mortgage, or being able to close to that appointment. But I'll go over all that with you when we get it. And you'll be able to dance with that and kind of internalize it, to verbalize it, to make it Jeanette's, right? To make it yours. So, yeah, you'll like it. So
I would just need your scripts, because I definitely have, like, you know, the LP Mama and all those scripts that I've, you know, kind of used for a long time. So
most people have used
using a different one. So
right. No, LP Mama is good, but what I'm going to teach you is also how to use it with the home hunter alert, or how you're customizing the website, and then structure it so value's there. But then we're working in those questions also with some other techniques to be able to extract keywords that we're looking for to put it into the closing paragraph. You know, I'll give you an example. You know, one of the things we specialize in is working with first-time home buyers just like yourself that, you know, relocating into the Denver area. Anyways, been on the phone with you for a few minutes. If I could show you how to. And then this is going to be like their net experience is going to be if they take action with you. So, you know, so if we could show you how to make sure the contract's weighted in your favor, attempt to get your closing costs paid for you, you know, attempt to get your home warranty and look after your fiduciary responsibility. Would that be worth a few minutes of your time to see how that could work for you and your family? So it's a very generic close, and I'm going to teach you how to use it with what they have going on, you know. So one of the things we specialize is in, and then just draw a line, and then put pain point, pleasure, what their goals are, what, pleasure points they're trying to enhance, whatever. So, you know, so for you, like for an example, I'll just customize it to you. You know, one of the things I specialize in, Jeanette, is working with ISAs that are blonde haired and wear glasses and wear gray sweaters. Anyways, I've been on the phone with you for a few minutes. If I could show you how to set 10 to 15 qualified appointments for your buyer listing agents week in and week out without fail, would that be worth a few minutes every time to see how that could work for you and your team?
absolutely.
Okay, so you just see how I use that same formula, and I, you know, kind of gave a generic one for buyers, and then I just kind of even just tailored it towards you. So once we figure out their time frames, motivations, what they're trying to achieve, we can plug those into the top part. Whatever they're trying to achieve, we specialize in, and then we kind of wrap it up with, anyways, if I could show you how to, and then this is what they're going to experience and the problem we're going to solve. This is simple structure, guys. Let me explain this to you. This is used on us every day, and we don't even know that it's being used on us. Here's what I mean by that. When you see commercials come on TV and they have a minute, it's pouring, you're sick, it's raining out, it's cloudy, it's the end of the world, and then they promise to solve all your problems, and the sun comes out and they start skipping and the birds are chirping. And, you know, so it's like that same, it's like that same formula. So, but then there's like fine print that's really speeded up at the end. Oh, by the way, if you take this pill, you'll probably puke and die in 12 days, right? Something like that. Anyway, so, I'll give you an example of the seller one as well. You know, one of the things we specialize in is working with sellers just like yourself with getting your home sold fast for the most amount of money for what your current market would bear. Anyways, if we could show you how to get that done with our worry-free listing program, that's going to work day in and day out for you so you can move on with your life. Would that be worth a few minutes every time? See how this could work for you, no obligation. Giving you guys some very generic closes, but I close off of this. That when I say optimize, hopefully everybody here, let me mute Darius over here. Hopefully everybody knows what the word optimize is. I use it a lot because I really don't believe in scripts. I believe in formats and structures. Okay. And so when I talk about optimization, it's kind of like when you go to Google and type in keywords of what you're looking for, you want it to pull up those keywords and you want the headline and those landing pages that have those keywords in there, right? It's no different when we're prospecting. You guys are taking notes and writing stuff down. They're giving you keywords. However, most people just start to funnel that stuff back in the CRM and don't actually use those keywords to strike an emotional connection with people and offer a powerful enough solution to get them to take action, right? And we've covered the 6 laws of influence, and it's coming from that authoritative expert position, getting people to like you. Also some social proof in there. We'll recover those again here probably in the next month or so, refresh, because a lot of you guys was exposed to it. But the way that I optimize the intros, even LP Mama, and my closing paragraph is off of the 6 principles on how to influence people. And all of my ads I write, all of my copy I write, all of how I speak to people, I try to incorporate anywhere from 3 to 6 of those to make it as optimized as possible. Darius turning off the link. He's out on us. Cool. So, all right. Anyways, good stuff here. So, Jade, you're a couple weeks in. You're starting to hear some more of this stuff. It's starting to make a little more sense. You can't really use it until you can start practicing and going live, right? So
yeah, I'm visualizing it now, like in my head. I'm gonna, use all of this
in your head. Cool.
Yeah,
all right.
I've been practicing scripts with myself too, so we'll see.
Cool.
I'm excited.
All right, I love it. You guys are muted. If you have questions here, I'm gonna sit here for about 10 more minutes and take some questions from you guys.
I have a question.
Ryan, what's up, bro?
Yeah. So I have a couple leads that come in and there's no name attached to them, just an email and a phone number. And when I go to look it up on like Spokeo or something, they still don't get a name. So how do I handle the greeting on those calls?
So people overvalue names all the time. So like our IVR leads was like text to writer leads that came in every day through our call center. So when people would call a 1-800 number to listen to a recorded message or text for more information about a home off a sign that we had in the yard, we were only 10% would hit 1 to transfer to agent on duty. However, 90% of those leads, we were still able to capture the phone number, right? And basically how we position it is just kind of blowing by the name part, because the name you shouldn't use the name to be like, hey, is Ryan available? You guys shouldn't be doing that. A lot of like what you're hearing Tony do, and what I've been teaching others, you use the name to assume the conversation and come from that authoritative spot. So when Ryan, you answer, I'm like, Ryan? And you're like, yes. I'm like, hey, this is Adam over here from XYZ company. Just wanted to personally thank you. If there's no name, you just want to kind of just lead into your thank you, right? And so, hey, this is Ryan over here at whatever Mel's group is. I'm sorry. What's Marv? What's your team name?
Altera.
Okay. All right. So hey, right when they answer, hello. Hey, this is Ryan from over here at Altera. I see here you had registered on our website. Just wanted to call and say thank you for that. So you just lead in, and then I play dumb, right? Or what I teach with the IVRs and 1-800 numbers what was your name again? Once we started getting into LP Mama and we're building dialogue with them and we're going through pain and pleasure and building trust and all that, it's like, oh, well, real quick, what was your name again? Like almost like, oh, shucks, I forgot, or I don't have it in front of me. And so there's no weirdness. We're already in rapport. If it's the wrong number or they're not interested or whatever, they're going to tell you right off the bat whether you have the name or not. So.
Yep. Okay. Thank you. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
All right. Cool.
I have a question.
Good question, Ryan. Who's this?
Jeanette. So when
Jeanette.
Yeah, when someone tells you to take, I guess Nick had or young lady had someone tell her to take her off the call list. Does she actually do that, or does she try from a different number again the next day?
Look, I'm a marketing person, and I believe in respecting your data and respecting what people want to do. And so when you want to be, your brand wants to be known of something of value and having integrity and making your website sticky. People are coming back to your live chat. And so if she's asked to be taken off the list, here's what I would plug. Half of this group is running live chat. If you're not running live chat with your IFAs, you absolutely need to set something up through like Snap Engage. And so here's what I'm going to do for her. Look, I apologize that you had got a bunch of calls. However, when they're real short and she was going to hang up on her anyways, I would just plug like, okay, I'm going to get you off the list. However, if you still want any questions about any properties out there on the market, go to our live chat and just chat with us, and we're not going to call you anymore. Fair enough? Does that make sense? Is that good? And then so I'm plugging my live chat so I can redirect her back to the website. Now, if you have an ISA that just tries to power through and be aggressive, not assertive, these are two different things, and they try to be aggressive, you're going to piss that person off, and they're going to be like, I'm never going to that website again, right? And so you still want to try to plug your live chat and then take her off the call list, and absolutely take her off the call list. Okay. If I feel like they're kind of a little etched, but not that ticked off, and they're asking to be taken off the call list, I'm going to actually position myself, and I'm going to be assertive, not aggressive. And so I'm going to be like, absolutely, I'll take you off the call list. But real first, I work here in our client care department, and here's what I can do for you today. I can't sell you a home over the phone, but I can customize this website to fit your specific need. Price range, area of town, bedrooms, whatever. So when the new homes come available, they're emailed out to you. This is more than a website, and you're more than a lead, where you actually create an account with our resource center here. We're open from X amount of time to this amount of time. And you also can engage with our live chat. We can set up private showings on any home with any company. We can let you know your credit score for free, your debt to income ratio. Anyways, it looks like you're looking there in the Denver area. Is that the only area you're looking into? And then I'm going to go through LP Mama, customize the account. And then I'm going to figure out how serious they are about being taken off that call list or not. However, I want to come from that place of value, service, and contribution, and then hopefully earn their trust. And then once I earn their trust, I'm going to earn more mind share. Once I earn more mind share, I'm going to definitely do more deals and get more homes into escrow. I love it. Good stuff. Elise, did you miss me? You still no
So
volume
much.
over there. So much. God, Elise loved to hate me in our early stages when she came on, because she was on my accountability call. Mark got to do all the fun coaching, like he got to do all the stuff like that was coaching, and I was the numbers guy and the accountability call.
Yep.
Like, God, I gotta go see Adam today. So it's good to actually. It's good you're on some actual coaching calls with me. So,
I prefer the coaching
Cool.
calls rather than handing in your numbers.
no, nobody likes accountability, but accountability is love. Here's what I tell people. That's why we got it broke down. That's why even some people, like, they're still in a 90-day, 120-day ramp-up program with me, and they could be like, man, this is elementary, or this is all it's about, tracking numbers. If you can't build a foundation, whether you're an agent or building a call center, a foundation on systems, dialogue, format, psychological principles, data management, and tracking, you're never going to be able to shoot off into some of the advanced techniques or ever build on them. Now, that's what a lot of people just want to jump right into the advanced stuff, and they don't have the systems or the foundation, and they're trying to build a house on quicksand, and it's not sustainable, and it doesn't last. So anyways, good stuff, guys. Well, just an example. The Marv's been going for a couple months, and I think Kathy with an I, Ryan's on that call. Who else? Carly's now in that group. But just in a matter of 2 months, just getting back to some fundamental, elementary, basic stuff with them, I'm already seeing them take off. I mean, Kathy had one heck of a week for it being a slow week. She talks to 4 people and sets 3 appointments. Those are good numbers. So, but it's all about scaling a valid conversation to appointment ratio. I don't care if it's 100 to 1. That's where we start. Then we can start working on where the constraints are, where the improvements need to be, because every single one of us is our own fingerprint, right? We're our own identity. We have our own conversion number that's living and breathing. And so we got to kind of meet everybody where they're at, not where we want them to be at, meet them where they're at, and then go on a journey with them for wherever they want to go. All right. Dustin, what's up, man? How are you? You got to unmute yourself, Dustin. Dustin has a new ISA. Last week, he set 8 appointments, a brand new ISA, crushing it.
Wow.
What's up, Dustin? He might not be able to find where the mute button's at. Got a new ISA. He's also the lead ISA out there too. So your numbers look good. I look forward to them on Tuesday, not Monday. So, all right, guys, a couple more minutes here. Any other questions, or we're good to? Tomorrow is not going to be internet calls. We're going to be calling expireds, I believe.
Yes.
We just kind of went live with those in the last, I don't know, week or so. Couple Fridays, did a lot of role playing. Had to get the system set up. Vulcan 7 is what we use. So for the people that are going to be joining us tomorrow, that's what we're going to be focused on. So if you're not calling that or you don't care about it, enjoy your Friday morning off. Other than that, we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning hitting expireds. All right, going once, going twice.
Yes.
Hasta la vista. Later, guys.
Thanks.